How are we doing today?
Good.
All right.
Good. Questions? I like your maroon shirt. Looks good.
Thanks.
It's better than Doug's blue one.
Try not to do the red.
Todd, as a defensive guy, for you having to plan against a guy like Jalen, how much of a kind of a matchup nightmare is he and why?
Tremendous. I mean, he's a great athlete, difference maker, playmaker, dynamic. But that's what you sign up for big games like this, an opportunity to compete against the best. And I think this is the best football team we've played to this point. Our best players, we've talked about that, have got to get better, and better fundamentally. We had the best Tuesday practice. We had the best Tuesday last Tuesday. We had the best Tuesday today that we've had. So, it's always a challenge, but that's what you sign up for.
Coach, the evolution of your corners over the last few weeks, you work with them closely. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, they've done really, really good. Just been really confident in their fundamentals, and doing a great job stemming their coverage. And they know who they are. They know what their best moves are. They know what their best techniques are. They know how to present and get in and out of the coverages, and playing really, really well. And this game, I think this is other than I think their receiving core is very comparable to USC's. I think this is one of the best receiving cores we've played. It's the best football team that we've played to this point. I really believe that. Obviously, Coach Kelly does a great job to coach them. And but on the same hand, we're playing our best football too. And so with that comes great opportunity. And I can, obviously we had a great practice today. Guys are excited. And those guys are going to play well. The game's going to come down to 4 or 5 fade patterns, 2 or 3 post patterns. We come out of that and don't give up any cheap ones, then we're sitting good.
You talked about Kelly not having a great game in Washington, being a little rusty. He wasn't really at his best last week as well. What do you see in practice, and has he kind of been able to get back to his?
Yeah, the big things that I've talked to Taylor about is just not putting the ball in jeopardy. That's the main things. I think Washington's defense and the 2 defenses he's gone up against have played a lot in that. And the fact that you hadn't done anything for 6 weeks. I mean, you hadn't done anything other than getting a full. It's a little bit tough, but he's getting better every rep. And I just continue to. What I told our guys, what hurt us the other night, we'd score 21 more points if we wouldn't get penalties, and that's completely out of our character. But it happened. That's what I'm concerned about. Is that cannot happen. We cannot do that. You can't get a legal procedure penalty on the 1-yard line, and then getting down there. Last couple of weeks, we've gotten down and got no points out of a lot of, quite a few drives. So, but no, I got all the confidence in the world. I think that, he probably said, and everybody said he's probably 100% for Washington. I doubt that probably. I know not in his rhythm and timing and just not doing anything for a while. And one of the hardest things about quarterback is you see all these drills and things they do for quarterbacks and all these camps. The hardest thing to get used to is people hitting you in the mouth and chasing after you. That's a little, right? If you broke your foot, it's a little bit. He's coming off broke foot and having surgery and not being able to do a whole lot. And so he showed great courage and he just needs to get his timing back. And he played better than he did the week before, and he'll continue to improve.
What are some of the lessons that you're applying this week that you learned last year after Notre Dame game?
That's a good question. I learned last year at the Notre Dame game, don't turn the ball over, you lose. So we're not going to turn the ball over. How about that?
How's Christian progressing?
Westerman? I think good. What did he do? Did he do much today?
Not when we were in here.
He didn't? He's obviously running. I know he's running full speed straight away. We'll try to do some change of direction with him. I think he's got a good chance. He's got to practice. I mean, he's got to practice tomorrow or Thursday, the full practice and see where we're at. So play it by ear. But I think we've got a chance for him to play. If not full-time limited.
With the loss of Joe Schmidt on Notre Dame, the linebacker, what does that do for your defense as a leaders?
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. When you watch him on film, he's the quarterback of that bunch, and obviously your heart goes out for kid like that, man, a walk on, and just what an incredible player, and what a great story. Yeah, that obviously, anytime you lose a player of that magnitude, especially one that's smart and that solid in what he does, can't help you any. But obviously, they've got a lot of depth. They're the best personnel-wise they've been. I've been playing them since 2010, so they've got a solid guy coming in behind him. But yeah, obviously it's got to hurt.
Do you think the personnel changes you made in the front seven the last few weeks are better equipped to go ahead and handle a quarterback as Golson that is,
That's a good question. I hope so. I don't think we can change it now. Somebody said the other day, what are you going to do special this week? I said, if you got to do anything special, you're in trouble. No, I think that I do think that this is a different challenge this week, and a challenge that we haven't had. Their quarterback is special when it comes to extending plays and being evasive in the pocket. Big time strong arm, can roll one way, throw it 60 yards in the air on the dime to the other way. He's a guy that when everything's broke down, he's the one that, they got time and time again, it's 3rd and 7. He drops back, everybody's covered, runs, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and scores. So we've got to do a good job of keeping him corralled, and that's a challenge. So that's the biggest challenge. Obviously, we got to stop the run, the receiving core, not give up cheap ones. And by the way, he's really dynamic. So, but I'll say, man, that's different people go about that different ways. Some people rush 3, drop 8. Some people rush 4, 5. You just got to be that has to go into your thought process about keeping him corralled.
What do you think about the crazy kids over there, though? Camp Fargo, staying there a week,
I
staying
love
in
that.
tons.
They
Would you have done that?
Oh, heck yeah, I would have. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind going. I might need to get me a tent and go over there. I was coming to practice this morning hollering, "This is your 9 a.m. wake up call." so we were having some fun. So I think that is awesome. That's neat. That's something that is I think new in the last couple of years, and it's really, really a neat deal. And they were setting up after our game, so that's really fun. And we'll have to, I think we get those guys some pizzas and stuff like that. But it's a neat deal. It's interesting how it's grown. If you watch the sophistication of they got some pretty neat things going on over there. And no, I think that's really a neat deal. Heck yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat when I was in school.
Cherry was practicing today. Do you any decision on whether you're going to play?
I don't know yet. We'll see. Obviously, a part of our program is accountability, and obviously he was pretty upset not being able to play last week, but he understands that you got to meet our standards. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The mystique of Notre Dame football, growing up as a fan. What Montana, Tim Brown, Golden Dome, and
obviously, every one of our kids, growing up, this is the game that they look to play in right here and to win. I've told them today. I said I've played in this game. It's not that it's overrated unless you win, and I've won this game before too. And obviously for me personally as a fan, I'm a fan, and my thing that I like the most about college football is the pageantry and the tradition. And so when you think about tradition, college football, you think about Notre Dame and Duke Rockne and all that. So it means a lot, and I'm excited that our fans have an opportunity to do it. This is the kind of game that I want to coach in, our players want to play in, and obviously we want to win. So it's a pretty cool deal.
You guys don't want to lose your players.